Hi everybody, today's video is going to be part 2 of my brunette client going blonde. I filmed her last video about 3-4 weeks ago. She is now back and we are going to go even lighter and brighter. Our goal is a rooted ashy blonde, so we will see how light we get today. She may possibly have one more session, but we did get her pretty light the first time. So I'm going to walk you through what I do for this second session of blonding. If you are interested in watching this video, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys the pattern I like to do for a full highlight. As you can see right here, I started at the nape of her neck and did 3 foils. Now I'm going to be transitioning to the left side and doing 3 foils on this left side, and then I will do the same thing on the right side and then go back to the center. So it's a brick lay pattern, 3 foils with each section. So now that I've done the middle and the left, I'm onto the right side like I said before, and then I'm just going to continue this same pattern up the whole back of the head. And the reason I love this pattern so much is because I feel like it works really well with the angle of the head, the curvature of the head. It makes the foils lay really nicely, and I also feel like I get every single piece of hair in the back. So we are just doing a very packed full highlight. Our goal is to be ice blonde with a root. This is her second session. I did a first session video on her a few weeks ago if you guys want to go watch that. And then on her last session, I will film that as well. I think we have about 1 to 2 more sessions until it's actually perfect. This is the back of the head as soon as all of those foils were done, tightly packed full highlight, and now we are going to bump it up by balayaging the dropouts. That way every single piece of hair is getting colored and she's going to be a lot brighter overall. Now we are to the front of the head and we are going to be sectioning off right here in front of the face and the hairline. I like to call this my headband section. This is where we get a lot of fine detail work. And as you can see here, all of our foils are in with slices and baby lights. That's how your hairline section should look before you start the rest of the foils. Okay, this is what it looks like once the rest of the foils on that side are in, and then we will be balayaging those dropouts as well. Now I'm going to take you to the other side and show you how I start off the hairline headband sectioning. So, I feel like a lot of times we focus on money pieces, right? You've heard me say that phrase a million times on my channel. And yes, money pieces are very important, but I feel like if we only focus on those, we forget about the rest of the hairline, which is why I like to call this sectioning the headband section. You're getting everything across the entire hairline, not just the money pieces up front. This way, when your client pulls their hair back, they're going to feel really bright around the face and not feel like just their bangs are blonde. Now we are up to those iconic money pieces. You have to be very careful when doing this. Hold your foil tight, feather into the root to make sure there are no harsh lines, and make sure you saturate well. The reason we call these money pieces is because this is what the client pays for. They want to see those bright pieces in the front. This is what's going to give you the difference between roots and rooted. If the interior of her hair is rooted, but she has those brighter pieces around her face, she's going to feel blonde, she's going to feel bright, and she's going to feel like she can go a little bit longer in between hair appointments. Now that that hairline headband section is done, I'm going to be working up the side of the head. I know that this little piece is very tiny, but it's going to connect the back with the front, and you do start in a tinier section until you get past that little awkward angle. But I'm just going to be working up the side of the head until I meet the other side of the foils that I had done previously. And I am going off of her natural part. I like to do this with all of my clients so that way the foil work lays really nicely when they part their hair. If they are a tousler and they wear their hair either way, then I usually go off of the middle.
Of what you felt, what I felt is totally different from each other. This delusion kept in our hearts. It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. Now I know I can't take it anymore. 'Cause I'm feeling that I'm lost inside, trying to get over you.
Okay, now we have her all rinsed out and we are doing that root tap and then we will tone her ends. I brought her back over to my chair and parted her off, and I am tapping her with a 7N7T Redken Shades EQ. The reason being is because we ultimately want to get to a level 7 root smudge, so we are starting to transition her root a little lighter. This is also going to blend in the highlights with her natural root color as well and just give it a very nice transition. So I'm going to be doing this, and as you can see here, I'm working through the interior of the hair, and I leave the money pieces and the hairline out until very last, just so that those stay really bright. I forgot to film actually toning her hair because it was a crazy day. I had 3 clients there at once and things just kind of got away from me, so I'm very sorry for that. But I did tone her with Redken Shades EQ 8N, 8V, 9T, 9P. As you guys know, I love to mix toners. I feel like mixing 3 or 4 gives me the ideal result. All right, she's a blonde. I put together these photos so that you guys could see what we were starting with. She was like a level 4 or 5. She was a beautiful model for one of my photo shoots. That's what this photo is. And now she's about a level 8, 9. There's the first session, the second session, and where we are now. We are obsessed with it. What do you guys think? We definitely have 1 to 2 sessions to go, but slow and steady wins the race when going blonde, as you guys know, and it is better to keep the hair integrity healthy and give her nice looking hair while taking it slow going blonde. So I will film the next session. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have a great day, you guys.